it up, we've got the skill.
Alright, today we're going to be doing a HVAC real estate inspection with the cleaning. So this right here is the indoor unit. So I'm going to take a look at it, get everything cleaned up, flush the drain out, and then I'm going to go outside, check pressures, all that good stuff. So we'll go ahead and get started. Got one right behind this fill. Just to get to the one lone screw. Drain caps. Looks real good. Alright, I'll put it back together. Before I put the fluid back up, I like to wipe down the unit. It's a cleaning service after all. Put stuff off there. Guess they didn't use it. Something came in over here, so. That looks good. pulling 3.2 amps. Looks like it's rated for 6.6. It's pretty good. This is an ECM motor, which means that there's no capacitor. So, the thing is only about 4 years old. So I'm just going to look over everything, make sure everything's clean. I checked the amp draw. The amp draw looked good. And we should be done in the indoor part until we start checking the heat out. Alright. Everything looks good in there. Everything's pretty clean. Got my pressure probes or my temperature probes set out. As you can see, I got a 20-degree delta T with the AC running. So now we're going to go outside, check pressures, take a look at everything. Alright, got the outdoor unit here, it's running. A little weeds going up, but we'll go ahead and pull those out of our way. Too. So, we'll take a look at this thing, get it cleaned up, go from there. All right, got my pressures on. Those are my pressures: 110 over 285, 12 degrees superheat, 11 degrees subcooling. I don't think you could get any better than that. It's a pretty cool day outside, about 76 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these weeds out from underneath here. I'll also note that he needs to kind of trim these bushes back, and then I'm gonna give this thing a bath, check the electrical components. But so far, refrigerant circuit looks great. Let's take a look at the electricals. Nice little praying mantis on the coil. Boom. Get out of here. This is what I don't like about setting these units so close. Can't even get a stubby screwdriver back there. Come on, guys. Fan is pulling 0.67. Compressor's pulling 8.7. Compressor cap 6.1. Fan cap 0.61. $355. $296. So we'll check and see what this thing is rated for, and then I'll just match it up against the readings there. Just use a simple math formula. If you guys want to know how I figure out the microfarads, using the amps and the volts from the capacitor, check out the video in the description below. I'll put a link to it. It's pretty simple though. Alright, the math checks out. Electrical components look good. It's pretty clean in here, not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe off the door, get it put back on, and we'll give this thing a bath. Alright, I got the door back on. Now I'm just going to kill the disconnect. And I'm going to pull the fan up and lay it off to the side so I can get to cleaning it. Alright, now that we got it all cleaned up, I'll go ahead and stick this. Good to go out here. Just gonna clean up my mess and then we'll head inside and check some heat out. Now we're gonna start the heat up. I'm gonna check the manifold pressure. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook my manometer up to the port right here and we'll turn it on, fire it up. I'm just gonna make sure it's set for 3.5. Alright, the inducer motor is coming on. Pulling 0.94 amps. Pressure, 4 inches of water column. Yeah, that's why you should always check gas pressure on startup. Seriously down. Anyone checked it? So we'll take loose this little screw here. What we'll do is we'll just watch our screen. Counterclockwise. Close. Well, looky there. 3.49, 48. We can live with that. Okay. And it's hovering at about 3.47. That's perfect. I just shut off the gas line. That way the blower stays on. If you were to just flip the switch and the blower kicks off, then it doesn't have time to get the heat off that heat exchanger. And when it comes back on, it could just prematurely trip a high limit switch. So they threw an error code in there, which is fine. I'm gonna reset the power anyways. But at least this way, all that heat gets off there. Just enough time. Alright, last thing we'll do is we'll check the flame sensor for flame rectification. And if you guys want to learn how to check out a flame sensor, clean a flame sensor, check out the video description. I'll go ahead and link a video on how to do that too as well. So we're going to go ahead and test it while it's firing up here. Anything over 1 is usually good. And we're at almost 4. That's pretty good. Flame sensor doesn't need to be cleaned. Alright, I just got to put everything back together and we good to go. Everything looked great on this real estate inspection / cleaning. Alright, that is it. Make sure our gas valve is back on. That is it for this cleaning and real estate inspection. So if you guys have any questions on what I did, or if you would have done it different, just leave a comment down below. If not, we will see you guys on the next one.
Fix it up, we've got the skill.